Let me guess. You're here because you've been trying to get more clients, get more sales, customers, market your business on social media, but you're not having much results, right? Well, you're in luck. I got something for you. Today, we're going to go over some social media marketing tips for beginners, and specifically talking about 3 Facebook post types that actually get results. Here's what happens. You start posting on Facebook, right? And you are probably posting about your business every single day. You know, it kind of looks like a sales page, right? Every other post is like, hey, buy my thing, buy my product, come use my service, blah, 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 blah. What happens is people start to tune out because they start to see you as just a bulletin board. So I'm going to go over 3 specific types of posts that you can put on Facebook and start getting results. Now, I'm going to put this disclaimer out there because I know everybody always trying to blow some smoke up your behind, making like, oh, you post today and all of a sudden you're a millionaire tomorrow. Nah, that's not even how it works, right? Yes, it does take time, but it's about being consistent and thorough, right? And this, I will say, is just part of the process of being able to get leads and sales, but it is a very big part of the process. And before you tune out like, well, I don't know, this might not be for my type of business. I run both types of businesses, an online business and an offline business, and this is what I do, and it works. If you're trying to get more customers, leads, and sales into your business, then you want to stay tuned. And you want to stick around to the end because I'm going to tell you exactly how you can get access to more tips like this and get my help directly. All right, so the first type of post we're going to talk about is a lifestyle post. All right, and let's explain this. We're going to explain each one of those briefly, and then I'm going to show you some examples as well, okay? So a lifestyle post is a Facebook post that is showing more about you and your personality. It's like people like to do business with people they feel that they know, like, and trust. Doesn't take years and years for this to happen, right? But that means they have to get an idea of not just the products and services that you offer, but the type of person that you are, right? Whatever that is. And I'm going to give you a tip right here, like for real. Be who you are. Be very authentic. Be genuine. Like, you don't have to put on airs, right? People want to feel like that they're doing business with someone that they can relate to. It doesn't mean that they have to act just like you. It means, that person seems like they're real. That person seems like they're human, that they're down to earth, whatever that may be. It could be that maybe you're an introvert, right? And guess what? Other introverts will look at your posts, right? And they'll be able to tell about your personality because of the things that you post and put up on Facebook, right? They'll be like, that person's an introvert just like me. So yeah, let me go do business with them. That's literally how we think. We want to feel some type of connection. So lifestyle posts, definitely important. And don't worry, I'm going to show you examples of all of these. All right. Now, next is a value post. This is the type of post that a lot of people actually get right. That's usually the type of post, the only type of post that a lot of people will put on Facebook, because they might didn't know about the other 2, but you know, after they watch my video, then they'll know about the other 2, right? Okay. But a value post, that's where you're giving like helpful tips, trainings, you know, helpful advice, anything that is going to be related to your audience. All right. For example, one of my audiences, okay, is you guys, right? I help you guys with the tips and the knowledge that I have gained over the years to help you guys be able to grow your business, right? I've usually said things to help me grow my business both on and offline. So I help you do it. You saw how I was doing that? Anyway, all right. So that is an example of helpful tips and trainings. Now, they can be in the format of video. You see me do a lot of video because, man, I like video. Like, you know, when I started marketing in 2018, I didn't know that I was gonna like video. I was actually, you know, real apprehensive about it, shy and all that stuff when it came to video anyway, right? Because I didn't know how to do it, you know what I'm saying? But y'all see me a lot now because, man, like, I like video, right? But I also post regular posts as well, regular written posts, all right? And if you happen to be, you know, marketing on some type of audio platform, then you could do a podcast or something, right? But the point is, it's about giving helpful tips and trainings. Like, all right, I gave you an example for the marketing niche, right? But what if you're in a niche like auto repair, for example? All right. And then what would be a helpful tip and a helpful training? Well, a helpful tip would be how to avoid keeping your battery from going dead in the cold dead of winter, right? For example, because your audience cares about cars, right? They care about their car. They care about their stuff not breaking down in the dead of winter, right? I mean, you feel me? So like, what if your audience is the thing that you're promoting has to do with health and wellness, for example, like losing weight, right? Well, you could give them tips on counting carbs, right? On how many carbs they should intake per day, whatever that is, right? You know, or how they can boost energy without taking over-the-counter energy drinks, you know, like Red Bull and stuff like that. Hey, do what you do. That's what you want to do. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? But the point is, that is giving value. And a lot of you guys do get that right. But I'm still going to show you some examples of that, okay? And then the last one is proof. People like to do business and join people that they feel are winning, and to whatever degree that is. So a proof, showing proof pics or proof videos, man, I'm going to tell you right now, the post that I get the most engagement on, and I'm going to explain that in a minute. The posts that I get the most engagement on are the proof posts. Okay. Now, when I say I want to explain that, look, you're not posting because you're worried about the metrics. You're not worried about, do I have 1 million followers, right? If you get 1 million, cool, man. That's what video, man. Here they go, do your thing, slowly, right? But that's not what we're talking about, right? Because people will really be watching your stuff, like, they'll be watching, and then next thing you know, somebody will come to you and they're ready to do business. So they'll come to you and have some questions, you know, about your products or services, or they'll be like, hey man, you know, where's your shop located? I want to bring my car through, type situation if you're a mechanic, all right? You know, so when I'm saying proof, people want to see not just proof about you. Like, I'm gonna give you an example, right? Like, if you are let's say you have a plumbing business. Okay, let's say you have a plumbing business, and a type of proof for a plumber would be you showing before and after pictures of somebody's sink that was leaking, a leaky faucet, right? You show a picture of how it was busted. You show a picture of after of how you fixed it. Boom. Before and after. What is that proof of? That's proof that you know something, that's related to, right, your industry. So that's proof that you probably can help your clients fix their problem. That's proof, right? If you are an affiliate marketer or a network marketer, proof doesn't, and I know you're probably thinking, well, if I'm an affiliate marketer, network marketer, what if I don't have any results? Yo, you got results. You got results. If you on any type of team, first off, if you're on anybody's team and they have results, you got results. Meaning if you're on the type of team that they don't let you leverage their results because you're part of the team, you might need to choose a different team, like for real. Like, I'm just saying, it is what it is, right? But you also have, like, when you start getting leads, you know what I'm saying, your opt-ins, right? That's proof. Like, I ain't even gonna lie, like when I started back in 2018, I didn't start getting any type of proof of my own until like it was like midway. No, it was like maybe 8 months in. It was either 6 to 8 months in, you know what I mean, of doing it. And it was opt-ins, right? It was people who were joining my email list. But that's proof that you're winning, right? Because guess what? There's a lot of people who aren't getting opt-ins. There's a lot of people who don't have customers for their plumbing business. They don't have customers for their bookkeeping business. They don't have customers for their SEO website design business. You see what I'm saying? So that's showing that you're winning. You're winning at life to some degree. It could be, and sometimes these posts will intermingle. And let me explain that. Meaning, a lifestyle post can be also a proof post. For example, what if you get married, right? That's proof that you're winning at life, right? In somebody's eyes, that's proof that you're winning in life. And in your eyes, since you got married, it's probably proof that you winning. Proof to you that you winning in life, right? So that's what I mean by some of them can intermingle, okay? But the point is that you winning at something, man. Even if what you did was you went to your weekly marketing mastermind, hint, inside of my Facebook group, first link in the description, depending on where you're watching this at, YouTube, first link in the description, Facebook, well, I guess wherever, no matter where you're watching at, it's going to be a link down there. All right. All right. It's going to be a link down there in the description. You can hop on in the Facebook group where we do our weekly marketing masterminds, right? But it could literally be a screenshot of you attending a marketing mastermind. You say, well, how is that proof? It's proof that you're taking winning activities, period. There's other people who are not doing that yet for whatever reason. They feel like they can't do it, or they don't know where to go to do it, or people will start to literally look up to you and admire you for taking action because they want to take action too. So these are the 3 types of posts. Now I want to go ahead and show you some examples of these 3 different types of posts that you can do on Facebook, so that way you have a clearer understanding. All right, so here is one of the posts that I put up. This would be, again, under the proof post. Okay, what did I do? I put up that I actually was getting more traction on my website as it relates to the position that it was on Google, right? For the SEO factor, like it was ranking higher for this keyword. Let me see if this opens up. All right, and this is the post I put. I was, all excited about this and all that stuff. I was like, I noticed that I get an email telling me what keywords people find me for. And one of them is scrap car quote online. Now, this is for my offline business, for my junk car recycling business. That's what this post is about, right? But I'm showing the proof. Now, this post actually has two purposes. All right. One, I'm showing that my marketing is working. So so this is a proof post for my marketing business. I just happen to be my own client, right? In this post, you feel me? Right? Boom. So then I'm showing a pic right here of showing the difference that I went up to spot number 3. I went up 17 spots, went up to spot number 3. Okay, that's proof. Why? Because for one, there's some people who they may have just started their marketing business or their affiliate marketing or network marketing. And one of the things they have to offer is marketing training, right? And they want you to join them, but maybe they haven't had this type of proof yet. You know what I'm saying? That somebody got a result, So this is like, yo, look, lock arms with me because we winning over here. You see what I'm saying? But it's also proof of my junk car business, like it's taking off. Like, here we go. You see what I'm saying? So that's one type of proof. Let me go to another one. All right. This one right here got the most engagement. And I want to explain something real quick. This is something that I've learned and I'm going to share with you. All right. Do not get tripped up by if people are not commenting on your post, man. Chill out. Trust what I'm saying to you. Right. You're going to have to trust. You're going to have to trust it until you see it for yourself. But you ain't going to see it for yourself until you start being consistent doing it. All right. Just trust what I'm saying. So in this post, there's people who was commenting I hadn't seen in a minute. I'm like, well, y'all, I'm like, this how people do, right? Certain posts, especially, certain type of proof posts, people will, comment on, and you be like, y'all ain't comment on nothing else, right? But you ain't tripping because that means that they was already seeing your stuff. People was already seeing your stuff. This is why you be getting signups, or getting customers into your business, right? And even though you don't have tons of followers, even though you don't have tons of comments, because people are seeing all those other posts that they didn't say nothing on, right? But this is one that I put up. This was a proof pic. And down here, I was talking about affiliate product that I was promoting. Now, all this is on the same profile, okay? All right, I don't have multiple profiles that I promote. I only promote on one profile, okay? And I just said, hey, man, I didn't realize I had a commission, check way and for me. I asked them to mail me out a check. I didn't know if they was going to really mail it, but they did. And looky here, looky loo, right? And so I posted it up, right? Now, I will say this. Let me put this disclaimer out there. Anything that you're promoting that, some things have a disclaimer that you need to put, for your proof pic. So you do that. You put whatever disclaimer you need to put, all right? But this is one that I put. And like I said, a lot of people was like, yay, good job, congrats, and everything like that. Awesome. I hadn't heard from this dude in a minute right here. That's right, Nicholas. I'm putting you all on blast, bro. I ain't heard from you in a minute. But he came out to say congratulations. And I'm grateful for that. All right. So that's another type of proof pic. Okay. Now, I'm going to tell you this right here. Okay. Each type of post doesn't mean you have to do the exact post. Meaning a proof pic does not have to be a pic of that you got a check. Okay? Want to make sure that you understand that, right? Because some people, they're like, oh, I don't want to show money pic. Hey, do what you do, 𝗀𝗲𝗍. Do what you do, right? I know what does work, right? And I'm comfortable with money, like for real. Everybody not. My point is, I'm giving you different types of proof pics, right? So that way you can know what to post. All right. Next. All right. This one right here. Remember I told you could take a screenshot of you going to your mastermind, right? With your team. Okay. Y'all taking action. This is a proof pic. All I did was, like you literally see the background right there. You see it, same background, right? All I did was, me and my team, we was on a Zoom. We was having our weekly call, right? We chopping it up. We talking about some marketing tips. We talking about automation, social media strategies, right? Boom. I took a screenshot while everybody was smiling. I took a screenshot. There's a proof pic right there. What is it proof of? It's proof that we taking action. Yo, winners take action. People who don't want to be winners or haven't figured out how to be winners or whatever the case may be, those are the people who don't take action. Those are the people who are not collaborating and trying to better themselves, right? This is proof that we're trying to better ourselves. You feel me? Right? So it's a proof pic. So don't think that you don't have proof of anything. You do. All right. Next. Okay. Here's another proof pic. This one was a review that somebody gave me on my car business, on my junk car business. So notice on this profile, okay, I'm showing proof of both my offline business and my online business. Why? Because my audience is marketing, okay, meaning helping other solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, small business owners be able to market their business more effectively using social media, online strategies, tools, automations, right? Websites, funnels, all that good stuff. You feel me? So all of it is relevant. And I'm showing people so that way they know this is not just something that if you have an online business, this is an offline business too, right? It works. It don't matter what type of business you have, it works, right? So this is a proof pic. All right. So that's examples of proof. Now let's go with the next set of examples. The next one we're going to do are value posts. All right. So here's a value post where I'm just giving tips that's relevant to my audience, right? So here, oh, and notice on the post, I'll put an image with it too, right? Notice I'll put an image or a video, just depends on the type of post, but you know, I'll put a image or a video with it too, because I wanted to catch people's attention as they're just scrolling on Facebook. So just keep that in mind as well. So here's one, all right, of a value post. All right, I says, as an entrepreneur, you don't have to worry. You don't have to work nonstop 24/7. Remember to take some time for you. Okay, relax. And then I gave you some tips on what they can do to relax. Simple. But this is value that not everybody has. Some people really think that just because you're an entrepreneur, that you have to be grinding it out, you know, 24/7, and you never take time for you. Man, you're gonna hurt yourself doing that. You got to have some time for you. You know, whatever that means to you, okay? Whether that means a spa day to you, you got to have some time to you, okay? All right, so this is a valuable reminder to people. So that's value. And the thing about value is this. Value needs to be something to whereas people can use that information even if they don't buy your product or service. Hear me. Even if they don't buy your product or service, they need to be able to use the value that you give them. So don't try and make it all about, oh man, I'm only going to give you this value if you buy my product or service first. I'm only going to give you this value if you call me to fix your car. I'm only going to give you this value if you join me in my network marketing business. I'm only going to give you this value. You get the point, right? It needs to be something that people can use even if they decide not to do business with you, right? Something, because you want to leave people in a better position than when they came to you. Feel me? All right, so let's go to the next example. Okay, now, here's a value post that I made. All right. Now this one is leveraging, and I do this often on Facebook. Okay. Here's a tip. I do this often. If you do have a YouTube channel, you can leverage YouTube as well. Because on YouTube, most of the time we over there, we making valuable videos, right? Like You might be watching this one on YouTube as a matter of fact, you know what I'm saying? Or you might be watching on Facebook. It don't matter where you watching it. You watching it, and that's what's up, right? But the point is, I'll make a post, right? And say, hey, and I'll make a little statement in the front that says, hey, if you're pushing your business online, it can seem like it takes forever. It used to, until I figured out the cheat code, right? Because the post is about the marketing cheat code. And then I give them the link so that people can check it out over on YouTube. So that's going to get me some more views and subscribers on YouTube. Also, it's going to give people value that they need inside of this video when they click it and watch it on YouTube, right? Even if they decide not to do business with me. It has real value, right? So that's a value post. So keep that in mind. You can repurpose things. Then number 4 right here. All right, I says, if you want to be better than who you are or desire, what do you have? You got to work better for better vision each day. All right. Discipline is the ability to give yourself an action and follow it. This is value, because a lot of times people think that you can just, when you start a business, you just do what you want, when you want, how you want, all this right here. But the disciplined entrepreneur is the one that's going to keep pushing through even when times get rough, times get hard, even when you're not seeing the results just yet, right? You're going to keep on. If you told yourself you're going to do a video a week, you're going to keep on doing a video a week. If you told yourself you're going to do 2 videos a week, you're going to keep doing 2 videos a week. That discipline is what's going to keep you showing up, right? So this is an example of a value post, all right? So let's go to the next type of post. Yeah, now we're going to go to lifestyle. This actually was a lifestyle post right here. It was a combination of lifestyle and proof. All right. Now, why is it a combination? All right. You see, I'm showing a picture of myself, not of something else. And there's nothing wrong with using a picture of something else. Like you can make your pictures in Canva and stuff like that. You know, I'm showing a picture of myself. I'm looking happy, right? I'm smiling. Anytime that you're showing pictures of yourself and you looking happy, you smiling, and that's how you are authentically, like you didn't put on airs, you know what I mean, just to make the picture, right? And sometimes maybe that's what you need to do. I don't know. I don't. You know what I mean? I'm gonna take that picture however it is, right? But that is giving a person an insight to your personality, right? Whether it be that you are a chill, laid back person, whether it be that you're a happy person, you smiling, right? Or whether it be that you grumpy that day, right? Maybe you take a picture because you're upset at something. You know what I mean? All that is, what I'm saying, lifestyle is giving a person an inside view into your personality, all right? And then this right here was the other lifestyle post I wanted to show you guys, right? This one right here, excuse me. This was not about, a proof pic. It wasn't about, I guess it could be a combination of a proof pic and a lifestyle, but mainly a lifestyle. All right. I said entrepreneur life. I just took a picture of me outside of my bank, right? And I said, my bank better than yours because they give me lollipops, right? Some simple, looking happy, got my little headset on or whatever. And I was doing something automotive related that day. I probably was, buying a car. I don't think I was working on a car because I don't even be working on cars that much no more, but I do see my little uniform on, so maybe I had to get dirty that day. But the point of the matter is, this is lifestyle, right? Entrepreneur life, right? That's part of the entrepreneur life. Going to the bank, possibly, I don't know how you got your stuff set up, but you know what I'm saying? I do have to go to the bank to cash checks and stuff, right? But this is just giving a person an insight to me on a daily basis. Right? Me on a daily basis, I'm cool, calm, collected, I'm fun, and I get done. Right? The entrepreneur lifestyle, get done. Right? But that's an example of a lifestyle post, something real simple. Keep in mind, notice that most of my posts, not all of them, but most of them have a picture of me in there. Right? Why? You call it vain if you want to. I am a little vain though. I really am. I love me some me. You know what I mean? Love me some me, right? Hope you love you some you too, because I love me some me, right? So I like taking pictures, okay? But the main reason that I do it is because of the audience, right? I don't do it just for myself, because like I could take a picture of myself and just look at my picture all day if I want to do that, right? Or just watch my videos over. Sometimes I do watch my videos over, man. I'd be funny. But anyway, the reason I do it is because it gives people, once again, a look inside your soul. People keep seeing your picture enough, they're going to come up with their own conclusions of the type of person you are, right? Whether they're right, wrong, or indifferent, they're going to come up with their own ideas, okay? So you just want to show yourself in an authentic way, and then let the rest work itself out, right? If they say, man, I saw these pictures of D, and I like D because she wears hats or whatever. Cool, man, we ain't even tripping. It is 𝗀𝗲, all right? Or you're going to have some people like, oh, man, D looks real. You know, she ain't never put on no airs and this, that, and the third. You know, let me keep following her. Let me link up with her that maybe she can help me out with my business or whatever the case may be, or maybe we could just have a conversation. See what I'm saying? It's really that simple. It really is. So let's recap. 3 types of posts: lifestyle posts, value posts, proof posts. At the end of the day, mix these in. Now, as far as the percentages, because I know when you first start out, you probably like, how many should I do of each? Because, bro, I ain't even tripping, because I was like that too. I was like, you know, when I first learned it, I was like, because I didn't always know this. It's not like I came out the womb knowing this, right? I literally paid for marketing training. Like everything that I've learned, right, is things that I've paid to learn and then learned as I went, if that makes sense. Hopefully that does make sense, because you're going to learn some stuff once you start learning some stuff. Okay. All right. You learn some stuff once you start learning some stuff, right? I learn something every day, right? But it's like, I would say, all right, I would say, depends on, I'm gonna tell you what I would recommend, but I'm gonna tell you what I do, and it's based on my personality, okay? What I would recommend is a mixture of, if I had to do a percent, I would probably say like 40, 40, 20, 40, 40, 20, right? 40%, 40%, 20%. Now keep this in mind, that those are not rigid numbers. Those are not rigid numbers, y'all. So don't be up there, oh, well, I do 50, 45, 5. Do what works for you, right? The point is to mix it up. Don't always have the same thing. Now, for me, I go heavy on value. I go heavy. So, like, if I put a percentage to the type of post that I do, I probably do like 70. I probably do like 70 on value, right? And then the other 30 is mixed in between lifestyle and proof. Why? Because I like giving value. Like this video I'm making, like I don't got to be making a video right now. I like giving value. Like I like sharing what I'm learning, what I have learned, what has worked for me. I like sharing it. And that's why I chose YouTube as my main platform. You know what I'm saying? Because people are going there looking for value. People are going there searching for, you know, actual information. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I go heavy on that, because that's my personality, right? But if your personality veers you closer to more showing different types of proof, again, it can be proof of your team as well, okay? Or your employees, if you have employees, okay? Right? Then you will go a little bit heavier on the proof side. If yours is more about lifestyle, like for example, I've seen a lot of, like for example, like the industry of traveling, right? Traveling industry. A lot of times people will show a lot of lifestyle. They'll show themselves traveling. They'll show themselves, even if they're not traveling, because they don't travel every day. You know what I'm saying? They'll show themselves just having fun. They'll show themselves out with their family, right? They'll show themselves just sitting by the pool, right? And they're still in the same city. They're not traveling that day. You see what I'm saying? But they'll show that type of lifestyle. They show themselves out to eat, right? That was a lifestyle. So they may go heavier on the lifestyle type of situation, right? Whereas I go heavier on the value and somebody else may go heavier on the proof. But to start out, if you're not sure which one you want to go heavier on, then just start out with a percentage, man. You could do 50, 40, 10 if you want to, right? As long as it add up to 100%, you feel me? Right? You could do 50, 40, 10 or 60. You could do 60, 30, 10, right? You know, if you're not sure, you know, where to start, just use any one of those percentages. The point is just keep it mixing. So look, hopefully it's been value for you, these social media marketing tips for beginners, especially the 3 Facebook post types that actually will get you results. All right. If you watch this on YouTube and you haven't done so, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, baby, and ring the bell so you can be alerted the next time I come up with some content, because I'm bringing it to you every single week. And don't forget, if you want to lock arms with me and my team, you want to hit the first link in the description to get inside our community, get inside the Facebook group. All right. Other than that, y'all already know what we're going to do. What we're going to do. We're going to take This right to the tech. All right.